Hey guys, welcome to the next episode in the All-Regen Liverpool series, and this is a big one indeed. It is the Champions League semi-final first leg. It is at home. I would rather play. Actually, no. The weird thing about the game is I don't think home advantage has such. Certainly when it comes to Liverpool, certainly, but I don't think home advantage has such a big draw as it does in real life. In real life, it can lead to unpredictability. I don't think it has quite such that human element, and I mean, that is something obviously I'd like to see implemented, but I don't think that will ever happen. I mean, you can't add human. I can't see anything like human element being added to a game anytime soon, even a game such as big as Football Manager. So I don't mind actually playing. I actually don't mind playing a home first leg. It's like a reversal, at least for the game. Looking at the team here, we have Castillo and Silvani up front. Sadly, Guyan, Maya, and Forbes in the middle. Shimpy, Moore, James, Kadani, and Ramirez. Arguably my strongest team. It was a real toss-up between Silvani, Suarez, or Bergen up front. I've decided to put the two of them on the bench. I'm going to start trying to see Bergen maybe near the back end of the season now, to be a bit more experimental as you do, most managers are towards the back end of the season. Try Bergen up front. I'll see what he's like. He is getting a little bit older, so I might just squeeze that last little bit of talent I've got out of him, possibly. Because I realise he is a beast going down this right hand side. But we've got Jason Forbes here who does it just equally, arguably even better than Bergen. So yeah, we've got that. Looking at Chelsea, we've talked about this guy several times before. We have kept him quiet most of the time. No, he is. You can imagine a guy like him, Chelsea number 9, one of the leading strikers. England's number 9, what a great player like him. Has blonde hair, seems like a bit of a beaut, I think is what you'd call him. He is fantastic this season so far. 39 goals in all competitions. There's 24 in the league, 15 in Europe. I mean, I think we've seen that, haven't we? So he is lethal in Europe, I think it is fair to point out. And of course, he's got his 9 in the internationals as well, which is not counted there. But wherever he's been, he has utterly destroyed me in every. I mean, he hasn't had not much of an impact on the league, I will say, when he's faced Liverpool. I haven't seen that. This is Victor Bar here, who I managed. Oh, sorry, now I'm thinking of someone else. I think someone with a very similar name actually played for Holland. He's a decent player. I've seen him several times. And Shoney here, this guy's really good. He's got a bit older now, but he's still really good. And of course the goalkeeper Castillo, who is of course namesake Castillo versus Castillo there. So they reckon a home win. Now this is really interesting because the two players who, give or take 3 or 4 years ago, were genuinely at the top of the game, Knight and of course he was playing for United or Newcastle maybe, or just bought to Chelsea, and Fredinho are both going through major droughts. As you can see here, Christian Trava for Inter's catching him up. So actually no, he's not catching him up. I don't think Inter are in. Who are the other semi-finals? Doesn't matter. So 380 minutes. That's not that bad. That's not bad as Fredinho. He only scored 3 goals all season. I'll put him in the reserves. Might bring him back soon. I'll see. 380 minutes. What's that? 90, 180, 270. So that's like 3 or 4 games. That's all 4 games or so. And their morale is, wow. That's really bad. Okay. I expect nothing but a win, but they're here for the taking. They are here for the take. Come on, lads, let's do this. Not going to start talking to the screen. Don't worry, I'll talk to you as a viewer. I realise that is incredibly, incredibly horrible. So, yeah, here we go with a free kick from Guyan. Now, I think with the league gone, as I've mentioned before, the league is gone. Arguably now, Man City are just running away with it, which is something I wasn't expecting. I mean, they've really, been on downer for the last few years since. God, who won when they last won the league? I think it was, ironically, with Mancini. And there's Silvani. It's 1-0. And I told you they're there for the taking. And did he handle the ball? Oh, is it an Argentinian hand of God here? Oh, we've done it with 10 men. What does it say? They're here for the taking. And I was going to mention something else then as well. Yeah, City. Ironically, it was Mancini who won the title with City before he retired. Like, he won the title and then just left. Retired completely. It might have been Marcelino. I can't remember. Anyway, the point is, they haven't won the title for a while, getting on like 10 years or so. So, there you go. Now, I don't see how he handled that. I must say, actually, since I've been doing all the Euro 2012 stuff, I'm still recording. I'm like way ahead of you guys. So this is probably like in late July or something. But I'm currently recording all the Euro 2012 stuff. That's a really good save by Ramirez. It's weird because I've been looking at it in TV view. Oh, and Knight gives the. Oh, that was close. I've been looking at it in TV view. This looks really small now, so obviously I'm going to get back used to it, obviously, and I'm sure you will as well. But it's really weird how small it is compared to the TV view. So I may actually go back to TV view in the future. I realise now why a lot of people said use TV view. The only reason I don't do it, by the way, now is because the drop down menus are just more accessible. I mean, obviously, I realise there's ones up here and up, there's like ones up here and down there and all that. But that nearly went in. It was Castillo with a really good save from Simon Moore. Half an hour in, we're still leading 1-0. Got to be cautious of that away goal, though, of course. Again, so I like the instructions being over here and all that. So, and I don't know. I'm just used to that. I'm just used to the layout, and I just like the old man I am. Don't like change. So, and I'm not going to fiddle around with it. And obviously, I realised it would be a bit weird, just suddenly going right. I've done Euro 2012 a month ago. Let's go to TV view now. So that would really mess up. So maybe in the future we'll go to TV view full time. We'll see. Anyway, getting back to the game. We are about 8 minutes. I'd say about 15 minutes away. No, 15. About 7 or 8 minutes away from half time, and it's still 1-0. Very evenly poised. Still, of course, had a goal disallowed for a foul by Phil Knight. I'm not sure. The game didn't seem to make a big deal of it, so I assume it wasn't. It was a straight foul. Here's Castillo, though. Oh, it trickled through the goalkeeper, and they feel the goal was offside. Well, they've had two real shouts of fouls there, I suppose, against the goal scorers. But let's have a look at this again. It's a beautiful ball by Guyan, and it wasn't the best touch by Castillo, but what on earth is the other Castillo, the goalkeeper, doing here? He just throws himself at it. Could have caught that very easily. It was the poor touch by Juan Castillo, the forward there. And, Quintana, well, if Castillo was a little bit further forward there, he may have caught him off the line. That would have been the single greatest goal I've ever seen on a live commentary of a Football Manager. That would have been absolutely phenomenal. I'm still waiting for someone to score from the halfway line as well. Anyway, here's Castillo going around the goalkeeper again. He's trying to beat his namesake. It was weird because I remember the first game he ever played in was against this goalkeeper, and it was like, hang on, this is really confusing now. Castillo beats Castillo, all this. It really confused me at the time. Anyway, this is really good stuff still. I might have a go. No, it's going to be crossed in. No, I'm still waiting. Shimpy can deliver a great cross, but he doesn't do it very often. And Guyan with a shot. Came very quickly at Castillo there. But we are looking very comfortable at the moment. As I say, Chelsea are in a bit of a rut. But here's Phil Knight, though. Well, I just jinxed it completely. There you go. 40 goals for the season for him, and that's the away goal they were looking for right before half-time as well. I just completely and utterly jinxed that, didn't I? Oh, dear. It was a route one. Simon Moore, not the quickest. He is a bit old. He's lanky fucker. Let's use the language. And here's a lanky twat, and he... was done by the pace of Phil Knight there, and they've not really been in the game much, Chelsea, but according to the stats anyway. But they have the away goal. Right, it's Castillo, at least both forwards are having a good game. Can't say that most of the time. I'm going to say, come on, Sadler, come on. Get into the game, or might go a bit, I don't know if to say attacking or not. I'll say, we'll give it 10 minutes. Give it 10 minutes and see what happens. So, injury straight away. And Burden has come off, Gareth Burden. So that's bad news for Chelsea. And pretty slow start to the second half. Well, at least they aren't absolutely on the attack of Chelsea yet. Oh, Castillo! It's a penalty! It is! I thought I was right on the edge of there. It's going to be Iron Gallan to take it, to put our 2-goal advantage back in there, and it is. I thought the goalkeeper had saved it. Not to be, though. He has been playing out of his skin today as Iron Gallan. And I'm still in debate how you pronounce his name. We'll say it's 2 L's, which is the silent L, makes the Y. Well, the goalkeeper, I've got to say, Castillo, the goalkeeper, has had a bit of a nightmare today. He should have saved Juan Castillo's shot, and he arguably should have saved that penalty. But it's 3-1 now, so the game is back in our advantage. We just need to keep pressing it, just keep scoring, because got to go all the way to Stamford Bridge, of course. That will be fairly tricky. Sadly, going past one. Castillo, he's in the box. There's a really good chance. Just couldn't get it right. Very close though, starting the fourth. I think it's time for a sub. Please tell me we're not playing Bolton. Next game we are as well. They are my bloody bogey team. We are going to take off. I'm not going to take off Guyan. I'm going to take off Castillo. He's had a great game. We're going to. We'll try Bergen. We'll try it. It's weird because he's played really well as a poacher. I've been effortlessly going for advanced forwards for ages, but no, he apparently plays best as a poacher. I don't know. Maybe he's just taking advantage of the poor Chelsea defending. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Have a free kick here. It will be. Dalton's going to be lifted in by Sadler now. He's going to play it across. Box, Simon Moore caught dwindling again. He's getting on my nerves now. He's got to make up for this. Oh, dearie me. That, well, if that's given the game to us, then that's a shocker. Vitabar, the one I highlighted, the Uruguayan from earlier, highlighted them. And he's just, well, basically missed an open goal. It's a chance, and it's Sadler meeting that cross there from Jason Forbes. It's 4-1 at home. You see, this is why I like playing first at home on this game. Home advantage, although it does have that, obviously, advantage, it doesn't have that human element when you get into the second leg. You know, the whole believe thing, you know, as you do, you know, like when we played Chelsea in 2005, you know, we had to believe, let's see, we can beat the champions and all that, and we did, with a non-goal. Yeah, and I think another sub, Sam Moore, appears to be injured. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm going absolutely at 9.1. I mean, that's outstanding for a midfielder. Let's bring Lopez on. We'll take Silvani. He hasn't had the best second half in the world, but nevertheless, you know, he still got his goal. He's done really well. And again, you know, you can't fault them. So, ooh, it's pushed the tie in our favour. It's not over by any means. You know, a two-legged tie never is until it's about 6-0. But we have a 3-goal advantage. Could it be pushed up to more? I don't think so, because may have booked there. Oh, come on, just get on with the bloody end. Just end it. Well, if Chelsea get another goal back here, this will send the tie back into... Oh, and Phil Knight is offside. Well, he drilled it across, but it was a poor shot, really, and that will be the match now. Surely it will end 4-1. It is all over. There you go. Well done, lads. Guyan had a storming game. For someone, you know, 2 assists and a goal from a midfielder, that is genuinely excellent. So, look at that, 7. Derry City. Oh shit, yeah, I totally didn't show you that. Sorry, I sounded American there. Derry City got in the Champions League, I think. Let's have a look. No, I mean like the group stages. Or was that last season? That was last season. Yeah. Well, consider. Well, were they not in? Oh, look at this. Oh, okay. I thought he was like an unfound gem or something. Clearly not. 7 goals though in the Champions League. Considering they must have been in the qualifying rounds or something. Anyway, so there you go. 4-1. And, well, if that puts us through to the Champions League final, this is the one, as I say, we're concentrating on now. The league, arguably out of our reach, with City just absolutely pummeling everyone. And let's see, 20 appearances, scoring 4 goals for Guyan, but that was a big penalty that he scored. So the next game, then we move on to Bolton, one of my really big and bad bogey teams. Before we, that's going to be on the Saturday, and then we take on Chelsea on the Tuesday for a place in the Champions League final. We'll also have a look. In fact, what we'll do is have a look at the other leg that took place. It is Inter, and it is 1-1 to Bayern, so it could be either one of those two. Traube there scoring in the last 10 minutes in the San Siro to give Inter a chance in Germany. So Bayern could be in 2 consecutive finals, or even 3. Actually, oh no, sorry, it was Milan, Madrid, so I'm thinking another one. Ah, yeah, that was last year. How ironic, eh? Anyway, yeah, thank you very much for watching, lads. Give the video a like if you enjoyed, and I will be back with this Bolton game then. See you then.